¿Tengo luz en mi cara? ¿Así tengo luz en mi cara? ¿Ahora tengo luz en mi cara? ¿Estoy en foco? Estás un poco desenfocado. ¿Ves? Es muy importante, siendo muy enfocado. Concentrated. Don't lose your goal out of the eyes. Stay in sight. Collaborate with your team. So, I close my buttons. No, that's good. That's human. This is me. This is us. Huh? This is not TV. It's just sharing. So, I share that I even close my buttons for you. So today I thought that we are taught to be in the flow, or at least I was taught to be in the flow. And I appreciate the speed that I get when I'm in the flow. You know, it starts with the parking, with the telephone call, with the person that sits next to you in the plane. The whatever. The music that you hear in the radio, everything just fits so good. You're in the flow. It's like you're on track, and then it just works so good. I've been on track a couple of times, but I also noticed that this is also a challenge, and it might even be a problem to be on track. Why? Well, I treat a lot of successful people, and they seem to be on track. But after a while, being on track, they don't get this satisfaction that they know that they could have. They feel that there's something missing. I know this. I know this feeling. So, the problem is, if you're on track, you really don't want to be off track. Well, if you once been in the situation where nothing didn't work, you know that? This typical, you want a fork, they give you a knife. You want soft song and they play. Just the other way around. You sit down and say, I just want to have quiet, peace. When I'm on this plane because I'm tired. No. You have this guy and this woman that just waited for the last 12 years to share the story. So, you know, this things when everything is just the other way around. You want this and you get that. And when you experience that for some time, and you finally go back into flow, you're so happy to be in the flow again that you don't really ask yourself, do I want that? Can I agree with that? Is this really right? Because you're afraid. If you start to doubt, somebody might say, off train. No, you walk you find a car, and you knowing you're off this train, the next car rental is going to be closed, the other is not going to have a car, and you're going to walk, and you're going to, I don't know, have problems with your shoes. So you don't want to get off this train. So you forget some of your ideas, some of your principles, and you might even abandon some of your family, some of your friends, some of your dreams. And then you find yourself being really successful, way along the road. Starting to miss something. But as you don't want to find yourself having to go back because you left something, someone way back on the station, you better switch off this part. And you keep on being in the flow. Not totally you, not all of you, just a lot of you. And this is when we get corruptible. Corruptible because we are afraid of having to leave the train. And then we have some diseases, we have some problems, you have some top sportsmen that get a sickness, top sportsmen that have an accident, or politicians or successful people that all of a sudden find themselves with problems. Director that now after 10 or 20 years gets now sued because of sexual abuse that he did 25 years ago. Being super successful, being on track, everything flew. And now somebody's saying, you didn't pay on the first station or in the second. So people having to go back. So being in the flow is something good. But I encourage you to sometimes look out the window, feel yourself, and ask yourself, am I still on track? And then also seeing that being in the flow, maybe it's not the only great thing in this world. And maybe it allows you going off the flow to experience something that you wouldn't experience being in the train. Maybe you do something that first sight might look, feel like I'm missing the word. No, like a desvío. Umweg, Umleitung. I know this word. I used it before. However, you don't go there. It looks like you just failing. You go off track. It's the wrong way. But you find something that was not in your plan, that was not on the way, but it's something important for you. And you made something different. So I don't know if this was a message, but at least it made me think why I'm so crazy about flow and why it happened that I got off flow when everything just looked so right. And some of the clients that I saw these days had this topic. So I wanted to share that.